Welcome to Four Wind Ministry. My name is Evangelist Tammy Giver. I'm going to just get right into my note because I believe that this particular word is for somebody. This is an urgent word because this is the word from the Lord for somebody. Gaining through losing. Sometimes what feel like loss is really gain in disguise. We often associate progress with addition, but in God's economy, subtraction can be a setup for elevation. Your setback can become your greatest comeback. Losing comfort, or even losing familiarity, or even losing people can create space for something far more greater. Pruning is painful, but is necessary for something, for growth. Pruning, let me say that again. Pruning is painful, but is necessary for growth. Just like a tree must shed its leaf to bloom again, we too must go through season of letting go to step into the next level. We must go through the process. My nephew, when he was alive, he always used to say, sometime you don't know how strong you are until being strong is the only option you have. This truth hits home in moments when life pushes us to our limit. Strength isn't always revealed in calm water. It shows up in the storm. When we have no one else to lean on, we find that God is our strength. And we find God's strength within us that is enough. Pressure don't break us, it reveals us. Diamonds are formed under pressure, and warriors are forged in the battle. Sometimes I just work better under pressure. Pressure could either crush or create. And when you understand who you are and whose you are, and you know who your God is, pressure becomes your platform. It sharpens your focus. It activates your gift. And it eliminates distractions. Under pressure, purpose become clear. You stop running from the challenge and you just start to embrace and rise to the occasion. You tried to stop me, but you can't block me. Opposition doesn't mean you're off course. It offers is confirmation that you're right where you're supposed to be. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. People may try to hinder you, but God ordained you. No man can cancel what God has ordained. When God opens a door, no man can shut it. Their attempt to block you only further prove that there is something powerful inside of you worth resisting. God didn't just anoint me, He anointed me for the attack as well. The anointing is just for the platform, the anointing is also for the battle. It's not just oil for promotion, but power for warfare. David wasn't just anointed to be king, he was anointed to defeat Goliath. He brought the giant down. The same anointing that elevates you will empower you to withstand what comes against you. You are built for this. You were prepared for this. God equipped you before the battle even began. I was made for this. I'm a fighter, and I fight on my knees, but I fight to win. This isn't arrogance, it's my identity. It's the bold assurance that before you were formed in your mother's womb, God already had a purpose for your life. Everything you've been through, the trials, the tears, the tests, they all been shaping you for this very moment. You're not out of place. You're right on time. You right on schedule. You right where God saw fit for you to be. You're not overwhelmed. You're being refined. Trust the process. In the place of testing is where I became an overcomer. Testing isn't meant to destroy you, but is there to develop you. It's in the wilderness where your character is being built. It's in the fire where faith, your faith, is being purified. Tests come to reveal what's inside of us. And each time you pass the test, you step into a new level of strength. You step into a new level of wisdom and a new level of authority. You don't just survive the test, you overcome them one test at a time. I am more than a conqueror. Romans 8:37 said, 8 and 37, isn't just a feel-good verse. It's a divine truth. You're not barely scraping by. You are victorious. You're not waiting to get the victory, as the preacher said. He said you are already standing in the position of victory. You are more than a conqueror. That means you don't just win, you win with purpose. Your pain turns into purpose. Your struggle turns into a strategy. And your opposition become an opportunity. Only God would do that for his people. In the valley, I obtain an eagle-like spirit. The valley is where God teaches us how to soar. Eagles don't fear the storm. They use the storm. They use it. While other birds seek shelter, the eagle rides the wind to a higher altitude. In your lowest moment, God was teaching you how to rise above it. You develop vision in the dark. You develop strength in the struggle. And you receive courage in the face of fear. We always must choose faith over fear. I'm not afraid of the storm. Fear has no power over someone who knows their source. God is the source. When the wind blows, you don't panic, you prepare. Storms don't scare you, they serve you. You learn to see the storm not as a threat, but as a vehicle. You understand that every storm has an expiration date and that you were built to outlast the storm. That's right. Trouble have a begin date, but it also have an end date. The storm is over. I have learned how to allow the winds of the storm of life, to gain altitude. How high do you want to go? You mastered the art of spiritual soaring. God taught you the mechanics of rising in the storm. You no longer resist the storm because you rise with it in the storm. The very thing that was meant to bring you down became the force that lifts you up. Yes, the devil meant it for evil, but God made it work in your favor. What was designed to destroy you now drives you towards your destiny. If only the devil knew that this was going to cause you to move in the will and plan of God, he would have never had mess with you. I have learned how to fly, so I'm standing in the position of victory, not waiting on victory, already standing in victory, flying above the storm. This is a victory posture. It's not just about winning battle, but it's about living in a place of peace and living in a place of power. You live above the noise and above the chaos. You're not just surviving anymore because you learn how to soar. And that right there is evidence of transformation. You are walking in what God placed you in all along. The struggle brought out of you what God invested in you. God saw and placed greatness in you. And the struggle of life brought greatness out of you. Struggle doesn't create just the greatness, it reveals it. Just like pressure draw oil from the olive or gold from the ore, the fire brought forth the treasure hidden in you. God investment, the gift, the anointing, the resilience, it was always there. It was the struggle that brought it forth. The struggle brought out the best in me, just like the struggle. Don't fight it. It's bringing out the best in you. That's the message God gave me on today. Gaining through losing. The best is being brought out of you through the struggle.